Hi everyone, I thought it was about time I put another video up. This is a lamp which is relatively new to me. It's got a bit of a story as well. When it arrived, one of the electrodes was actually detached, and funnily enough it seems to have repositioned itself, so it's obviously slid into the little groove that connected it up, and it appears to be, well, I haven't tried it, but it presumably appears to be okay now. So anyhow, this is the actual lamp which came from Russia. It's obviously mercury vapor, high pressure, and the coding is DRL, and it's 1000 watts. It's a big one, as you can see. I've only just recently increased some of these discharge lamps, which I wasn't particularly interested in, but I don't know, I seem to have a couple now, and this one is certainly quite impressive. I'll show you the insides of it, and that's not by breaking the glass. I can show through the glass with a high intensity lamp just what it's like inside, and I'm quite impressed that the electrode, which I understand has been a common fault with these, has replaced itself. So as I say, the seller of this seems to be well known, and it's on the whole quite a nice lamp. And I suppose for display and collection items, it is a valuable product. Anyhow, let me show you the actual physical sizes. This is quite large. Now, I've got here 12-inch rule, with 12 inch down to there, and a couple more inches on there would probably bring it up. Yeah, it's about 14 inches long. There is about a foot, and put the cap on, it's another 2 inches. Yeah, I'd say it's 14 inches, 13 to 14 inches long, which is quite big. There's my hand on it, which gives you an idea. And diameter across the ellipse, if you like, is, let's have a look, approximately 6 inches. Now, sorry it's in inches, I just don't like the metric system. So you've got it in inches. Now let me show you the stuff inside, which is rather interesting. I must admit, at first I thought this was I'd ordered two at the same time, and I thought this was the other one, but it's not. The other one was more expensive, but this one arrived, and as I say, I think it's corrected itself by the electrodes sliding back into the arc tube. Alright, it's never going to be used. It's for the actual collection. Let me show you where you've got your resistors. Rather unusual resistors. They're sort of squared in section. I can turn it around so you can have a good idea just what it looks like. I know there is quite a bit of interest in these type of lamps, and looking through YouTube at other members and subscribers, they are very interested in this type of lamp. Granted, it might be the newer ones, but it's still this type of lamp. Here we've got I'll show you if I can. Yeah, there's the entry into the arc tube, and there's obviously two wires going in there on this side. One wire is to the main electrode, and the other wire is to the auxiliary or the igniter. This is provided so that it will ignite the whole thing by, what's the word I'm after? It will obviously strike and allow the main arc to take over or to strike. I know it sounds a bit Irish, but not to worry. Now, while I'm looking at the cap, or the base, whatever you like to call it, better turn it around so it's up the right way. Oops, this is quite a biggie. There's what is on the base, made by the Moscow Electric Lamp Company, with the characteristic M with the sort of bulging sides to the M, so it almost makes it into an O, or not O, but that shape, but it's within a circle. Well, that's it there. I think you can see it clearly. The actual designation of the lamp in Russian. I might put this one up on the lighting gallery as well. There's 1000 there, which refers to the watts. Various numbers. Another little mark, and another mark which is quite a well-known mark in Russia. It's a well-made lamp actually. By looking at it, it is well made. The cap itself is also well made. The centre of contact is not a blob of solder, it's actually a blob of metal. Looks like brass, a nice brass cap, which for the Russian lamps is unusual. Normally it's a sort of a grey colour, but this one's not. I don't know the age of this lamp. It's not modern, it's a few years old, and it's a good example. I'm just pleased that the electrode, which I'll show you in a minute, has gone back to where it should be. Don't know if you can see that now. I'm holding this up to the light. I'll just turn that light a bit round the other way. So it shows up a bit better. Let's look. It is quite a large arc tube, as you can see, and looking at the far end, if it was a clear tube lamp, you'd find it much easier to see, but let's hope that it comes out okay. Funnily enough, it looks like it's got a way of striking it at both ends. Yes, it has. You've got like an igniter at both ends. I didn't know that. I've just noticed it. You've got that thin wire coming up. It joins over. As I say, it's always interesting to see the way these work and how they're made. As I said before, it's easy to just put a lamp up and say, oh, this is so and so and so and so, but I like to be able to show a little bit extra And here you've got the complete arc tube, and the electrodes are intact. That will probably surprise a friend of mine who I was saying that it's actually detached, but it's joined itself up, and hopefully turning it both ways will remain in the proper place. Anyhow, that's more or less all I've got to say with this one. Quite impressive. Any questions, please ask. I'll try to give you an answer. Once again, if I can't give an answer, I think my friend probably can. I obviously won't be lighting this. I haven't got any gear to use it. It'll need a 1000-watt choke, right, which I haven't got. So it will remain unlighted, but I know if someone else had this, perhaps at a later date, he will probably light it, because he has got facilities to do this. Anyhow, once again, thanks for watching. Any questions, as I say, please ask, and we'll try and get an answer to you. Just recapping on what this is. It's a Russian mercury vapour high pressure, number DRL, and it's 1000 watts, made by the Moscow Electric Lamp Company. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Thank you.